Thank you, everyone, for being here today, and welcome to Radford Studio Center. My name is Zach Sokoloff, and I manage the Television City and Radford Studio Center modernization projects on behalf of Hackman Capital Partners. The mayor has often remarked how her career in public service has come full circle. Today's signing ceremony is another of those examples. Mayor Bass has long been a champion of the entertainment industry. As Speaker of the California State Assembly, she worked with then Assemblyman Paul Krekorian to author the state's first film and television tax credit. Television City and Radford Studio Center build on that legacy. Under Michael Hackman's leadership, these projects represent generational investments in our city's signature industry, ensuring production and production jobs will stay in Los Angeles. And we could not do this work without Ernesto Medrano, Yvonne Wheeler, and our brothers and sisters of organized labor. We are honored to lock arms with Mayor Bass, the City Council, the LAOC Building Trades, and the LA County Fed to support working families through thousands of new, good-paying jobs and to cement Los Angeles' status as the creative capital of the world. Now, please join me in welcoming Mayor Karen Bass.
Thank you. Thank you, Zach. It is great to be here this afternoon at Studio Center, where so many classic shows were filmed. As Zach said, the film industry is one of our most important economic engines in the city. And so anything that we can do to strengthen that is what we need to do to strengthen our economy. It is great to have our industry back, isn't it? Yeah. Radford Studio Center is home to good jobs, which means actors and producers, but also carpenters, caterers, printers, florists, electricians, and others who keep our industry going. We all know that thousands of small businesses rely on LA studios for work. We've been working to keep our entertainment industry here in California for nearly 2 decades. As Zach said, I'm very proud of the work that the council president and I did in Sacramento to make sure that we would stop losing our industry as we saw filming go to Atlanta and Louisiana. And then over time, it didn't come back because they set up their own sectors of the industry. But no more. We're going to make sure that the industry stays right here. Well, let me also say that in City Hall, we are advocating for the industry and for all small businesses who work closely with the studios. My Office of Business and Economic Development is working closely with the Council President's team to help our industries recover and build back even stronger. But we can't do it by ourselves. We need our partners in the private sector to help ensure our studios remain competitive and an economic engine for Los Angeles, and we need union labor to ensure this project supports Angelenos and their families. Today's project labor agreement between the Building Trades Council and Hackman Capital Partners is an exciting milestone to keep businesses and workers thriving in Los Angeles. It's the middle-class jobs, so Angelenos don't have to drive 2 hours out of the city to live for housing and then come in the city for work. You need to live and work in the same place, and the PLA ensures good-paying jobs. So please welcome my partner in these long-awaited efforts to revitalize our entertainment industry, Council President Paul Krekorian.
Thank you very much, Mayor Bass. Good afternoon, everybody. What a great opportunity to celebrate new opportunities for the people of Los Angeles today. I just wanted to share a moment of reflection because, as Zach mentioned and as the mayor alluded to, this is really coming full circle. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about how the first California Film and Television Production Tax Incentive came to be. Because I want to tell you that we had opposition to that within the Democratic Party and within the Republican Party, and we were pushing it forward at the time that California was facing its largest budget deficit in its history. So this is not really the time when you want to go to the legislature and tell them, you know what, we've got a great idea. Let's cut our revenues a little bit more because, trust us, it's going to produce jobs. But that's exactly what we did. And it was exceptionally difficult for Mayor Bass to have the courage to go into those meetings that we had, the Big Five, negotiating the budget, and to stand firm. And I was present. This was my highest priority, to make sure we enacted this film and television production tax incentive. And Mayor Bass took this fight on. And she challenged our members. And she challenged the Republicans. And she challenged the governor to make sure that we were able to be competitive in California with the rest of the country and the rest of the world. Because she knew, as I did, that if we didn't do that, one morning we were going to look up at the mountain and see that Hollywood sign and realize that we had a sign, but we no longer had Hollywood. And that was about to happen. We were bleeding those jobs. But because of Mayor Bass's leadership and because she stood so strong, we got that budget done. And Mayor Bass was nominated for was awarded a John F. Kennedy Profiles in Courage Award because of her willingness to stand up at great personal risk and make sure that happened for all of you who depend on the entertainment industry here in California. Thanks to Mayor Bass, that happened. So now we're competitive, and now we can compete with Louisiana and Georgia and Canada and the rest of the places that offer these lucrative tax incentives. We're competitive. But now what's the next challenge? We got to have the infrastructure. We got to have world-class studios here in Los Angeles that compete with the rest of the places that are trying to draw these jobs away from us. And so with a project like this, we're going to have that. We're going to take this historic studio that has meant so much to the San Fernando Valley throughout its history, from the time it was Mac Sennett and Republic Pictures and CBS. All of the history that happened at this studio is important to this community, but just as important are the jobs that it creates. And so this project that's moving forward, thanks to Hackman Capital, the project that's moving forward is going to preserve all that's best and most historic about this studio, but also build for the 21st century capacity that we need for production. And thanks to this project labor agreement, it's going to do so in a way that isn't just protecting entertainment industry, good middle-class jobs, but it's creating construction middle-class jobs as well during the development of this project, thanks to this PLA. And there's nobody in Southern California who does more to ensure that we're doing that we're protecting these jobs, that we're advancing the interests of working people in the construction trades, than the executive secretary of the LA Orange County Building Trades, Ernesto Medrano. Ernesto?
Good afternoon, and thank you for attending this press conference. And on behalf of the Los Angeles and Orange Counties Building and Construction Trades Council, we thank you. We represent 150,000 hardworking men and women that are skilled in the construction sector. We have about 22,000 apprentices, which is, by the way, more apprentices than any other state of the nation are in LA and Orange County, because we're serious about development and training and making sure that workers go and they're well skilled, they're well trained, and they're able to hit the ground, and they can do it safely and efficiently. And we're proud to partner with Hackman Capital, and we partner with Michael Hackman and his team because they understand the value of unions and the quality of union labor. We got the job done efficiently and safely with the best skilled hands in the business. The mission of the Building Trades Council is to bring union standards to most important construction projects through a project labor agreement. Our PLAs enable local hire, which in turn opens the pipeline for Angelinos to proceed into our apprenticeship programs and to establish a skilled career in construction. The project will invest $1 billion, which means millions of dollars in work for our members. A union job in the building trades, or for that matter, in the entertainment industry, is a ticket to the middle class. We're in the middle of massive recruitment into the building trades. We have an apprenticeship readiness fund. which opens a pipeline of quality union careers to every community in Southern California. And we're bringing in folks who have had barriers to employment, and they're finding success with the building trades. The building trades have a long history in LA. We built the original Radford Studio buildings. Now we look forward to making this historic site even better. So I want to thank Hackman Capital, Mayor Bass, Council President Krekorian, and obviously LA County President of the LA County Federation President Yvonne Wheeler for joining us. We're working together to make this happen, and we can't wait to build because our members are ready to get their hard hats on, don their work boots, get their tool belts on, and start getting ready to move some dirt and build this place. With that, I want to bring on President Yvonne Wheeler of the LA County Federation of Labor, the leader of the House of Labor.
Thank you, Ernesto. My name is Yvonne Wheeler, and I'm the president of the Los Angeles County Federation of Labor, representing over 800,000 union members across the Southern California, and who each stand united in our mission to abolish poverty and homelessness across Los Angeles County. This project labor agreement affirms Hackman's commitment to using union labor, an anchor of good jobs and family-supporting careers in our communities. We are proud to stand with our siblings and brothers and sisters of the building trades today. This agreement aligns with our efforts to empower workers, build up our community, and do with the jobs that give workers dignity and respect by providing fair wages and benefits. I want to applaud Mayor Bass and Council President Krekorian for their recognizing the importance of this project. I also applaud Hackman Capital Partners for their ongoing dedication to aligning with the union labor to construct Radford Studios and Television City. Together, these two projects represent a significant investment in our community and towards building up the middle-class jobs that we need here in Los Angeles. The Los Angeles County Federation of Labor will always stand with those looking to create good jobs, union jobs, as we commit ourselves to ending the poverty crisis in Los Angeles County. Thank you. And it is with my distinct honor to introduce Michael Hackman, CEO of Hackman Capital Partners. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Mayor Bass, President Council Krekorian, Ernesto Medrano, who is looking very sharp in his tie. Where is he at? I forgot my tie. I left it at the office. I hope that doesn't screw things up. And Yvonne Wheeler. And I want to tell you that Zach Sokoloff is the smartest guy we have in the company because he got to speak first, and I have to follow these unbelievable speakers. And I don't know how I'm going to do it, so I'm going to try. Radford Studio Center, where you're at, is a place steeped in absolute Hollywood history. Most of television shows that you've seen, whether you're old or young, have been filmed here, including the Mary Tyler Moore Show, Gilligan's Island, one of my favorites, and Seinfeld, which was filmed in Stage 9 behind us here for over 10 years. But our entertainment industry is facing its share of challenges. Other states are luring productions away from California every day with lucrative tax credits and fancy new and modern facilities. And we just don't have enough modern space to keep these productions here in Los Angeles. And that's why at our company, we are committed to investing in the expanding the existing stock here and building state-of-the-art sound stages. Our goal is to modernize Television City and to do the same thing here at Radford Studios. We all know that when we make these investments, productions will stay in Los Angeles. As it's said over and over again, our customers tell us we have the best crews in the world. Think about it, in the world. And we operate sound stages all over the world. We have a global platform of 550 sound stages around the world. And everyone recognizes that Los Angeles is the #1 market for talent. And we can't give that away. We're also trying to do programs to create diversity through our Changing Lenses programs. We're doing our best to create an inclusive entertainment industry that reflects the city of Los Angeles. One of the many reasons that I'm encouraged by our future is leaders like Mayor Bass and Council President Paul Krekorian. As mentioned, you all were fighting for this way ahead of your curve, way ahead of the curve. And we're deeply gratified for that, and actually very deeply gratified for all of your support, because it's not easy getting these things done here in the city, and we wouldn't be anywhere without all of you. And we should give a round of applause for that, because it's been terrific. Now, we can't also build these without our partners like the building trades, right? And this is our second project labor agreement that we're pleased to sign. Our first was at TVC. And we're signing this historic agreement to ensure that Radford remains a premier production facility and is modernized by Angelinos earning family-supported wages. Our community deserves nothing less. Once operational, Radford will generate over $5 billion in total annual economic output. That means the local coffee shops, the dry cleaners, the supermarkets, and of course Sushi Row, that must be your favorite, Zach, will continue to thrive. We're really, really proud to sign this agreement, really proud. And we're really proud to stand with all of you today. I just realized I wish I would have invited my kids here just to see, what this all is about. And I want to thank, again, Ernesto and the men and women of the building trades. Thank you all for coming out and all of your support. We look forward to our continued and long partnership.
I also just want to send a quick thank you to everyone who helped put this event on, the team here at Radford, my colleagues at HCP, the entire Radford Studio Center and Television City teams. You guys are the best in the business, and we really could not do this without you. And now, without further ado, Michael and Ernesto, let's sign this PLA.